And they say that the BP is what?
200 and over 100. She cannot stand.
200 what?
200 and
over what?
If you're having high blood pressure crisis, first thing you need to do for recovery is change your oil to olive oil. And the olive oil, there are many types of olive oils people don't know. The one you are looking for is called extra virgin olive oil. So we'll put pure extra virgin olive oil. Now, the other types of olive oil, and if you're not careful, you will buy them. For instance, if you look at the can, they will write extra virgin olive oil, but then they will write blended with, they will now put something else, blended with Spanish oil, blended with canola oil, which is Spanish oil, blended with sunflower oil. There are many types of oils they can blend it with. So don't buy blended with anything. It has to be extra virgin olive oil, period. So go and buy it. It's expensive. The reason it's expensive is because it's healthy. If you're having high blood pressure, CUC graveyard, you and graveyard are next to next. So your health cannot be too expensive for you for when you are alive, right? If you think changing to olive oil is expensive for you, try the cost of burial. Then go spend money for your burial, plenty, millions. So don't even think about it. Switch to olive oil. If the whole household will be consuming too much of that, let your own food be olive oil alone, so it can last for you. Extra virgin olive oil. Now, what is the reason behind it? A medical professional will explain better, but the layman's explanation is that some people suspect that one of the causes of high blood pressure is that the oils being used in cooking in these modern times in the homes are not good. They are not good for health. So over time, these oils clog up your arteries, and your artery is like a pipe. So when your heart is pumping blood, the blood is passing through these arteries. Now, if these arteries start clogging up, all right, the hole that the blood has to pass through is now narrower. If it closes, especially if the artery in your brain closes, now be stroke, it might burst open. So that's why some high blood pressure medications will include something like blood thinner, so that it will thin your blood. Your blood will not be thick again, so it can still pass through the remaining small hole. So when you use olive oil, you have stopped that problem from accumulating, right? Theoretically. But also, using olive oil alone for like 3 weeks will show you a difference in your blood pressure to bring down the blood pressure. Not that much, but when it comes to blood pressure crisis, anything that can bring it down at all is good. So just within 3 weeks, you should be able to see effect. And that's actually one of the reasons I was making this video, because we were discussing it with somebody and the person was arguing. I just left him. So after you switch to extra virgin olive oil, the next thing you need to know is that in herbal medicine, I'm not a medical doctor, all right? Always cross-check whatever I say with your medical doctor, and this is not a medical advice. However, I'm a herbalist, so I know a lot of herbs, and in African traditional medicine, we use herbs to treat people. And some of these diseases, there are ways we approach it. Now, in this method, right, what high blood pressure simply means is that your heart is struggling to pump blood to your brain, period. And that is what baldness means too. If you're going bald, that's what baldness means. So there's not enough blood getting to this part. If you look at the way your body is, the rest of your body, when your heart is pumping blood, is pumping to your hand horizontally, then to your body down, which is gravity is helping. But when it comes to your head, the blood has to go up. So if the heart is not able to pump blood well to the top of the head, the hairs on your head will start dying. This is a herbalist explanation. Of course, the other explanation, right? So that's why treatment for hair loss involves massaging your scalp to make sure blood goes well, trying to stay upside down, or at least once in a day in your cushion. You try to go down so blood will flow and stuff like that. So you want to massage your neck if you're having high blood pressure, right? You massage the sides of your neck. You massage. So if you're high, especially when there's high blood pressure crisis, like this woman that was saying her blood pressure is 200 over whatever, that's so high. Anything above 60, 160, you're already pushing it. So to bring it down, you massage. All right, the sides of it, not the front, the sides and the back. If you touch your back, you see that there's a base of your skull. Like if you push your hand up, you see that it's stopping somewhere. That bone all the way round, you want to massage the sides. After massaging, wait 20 minutes and check your blood pressure again. You'll see that it has come down. You understand? Now when you're massaging, don't use a massage gun. All those things that do brrr, don't use it. The nerves here are very, very delicate. Okay, so you use your hand and gently but apply some slight degree of pressure. Now should you use any massage oil? Yes, castor oil. Perfect, very good. Massage castor with castor oil is good. If you don't have oil, you can just use a hand. But a proper massage will always bring it down. But that's temporary, it doesn't cure it. It doesn't treat it, just brings it down so that you don't enter into a crisis, all right? Now many people do chat me up for health consultations and I say I'm not a doctor, but I can suggest herbs. If you want to know how we handle this in African traditional medicine, I can tell you how it is being treated. If you ask me to explain better, I will explain the concept behind it. Like now I'm explaining baldness, the concept behind it, okay? And you can always go and Google and verify these things. You can always speak to your doctor and say, these are the suggestions I got. How do I go ahead? And any smart doctor will always verify these things, you know? So the next thing about blood pressure is you need to exercise. Now you don't want to start exercise. Remember that it's possible that your arteries are clogged up. Also, it's possible that you have heart problem. So you don't want to jump into exercise and start doing strenuous exercise. You may collapse. So you start with stretching at least first 3 weeks to 1 month. Before you enter the bathroom in the morning, you stretch, you know. If it's doing hard like this that you can afford to do, you start with 20-20 or 10-10. You do your head. Remember, the best exercise is the neck. Those ones that you do your neck like this. The head exercises are the best. Remember that it's about pumping blood to the head. Those ones are the best. So you try and do like 10-10, 20-20. You stretch your waist very well. 20-20. Make it a habit. From 20-20, you move to 30-30, move to 50-50. All right? Till you can now properly go to a gym or do a road walk and so on. Now, you need to have a Fitbit, what do you call it? Wristwatch. There are these wristwatches that count how many steps you've had for the day. So if you are the wristwatch type, like me now, I'm not really the wristwatch type. So if you are the wristwatch type, you need to have it. So it will tell you how many steps you are taking in a day. You should be targeting between 8,000 to 16,000 steps per day. Just walking. Not running, not even brisk walking, just normal steps. If you are doing under 1,000 steps, you are not even exercising at all. So that's what you should be targeting. But you know, on the first day, that's not the day you are going to cover 8,000 steps. So you gradually start increasing it. First of all, you just wear it on a normal day to see how many it is. And then you now start gradually increasing it. Now, if you can't afford such a wristwatch, the last one I bought was 40-something thousand naira. It was connected via Bluetooth to my phone or to an Android phone. The one for Apple is sold almost 1 million naira or so for iPhones. Okay, the one by Apple. Now, if you don't want all those ones, you need to make sure that you get what do you call it? You download an app on your phone called Google Fit. It's Google that created it. So Google FIT. Go to your Play Store and download it. As long as you're carrying your phone and you're doing the work, you will have it to be counting. So if you open it every day, it will tell you how many kilometers you walked and how many steps. So your target is to gradually increase it every week. You maintain it for a week, then you increase it like that. Now you need to have a blood pressure machine at home. Blood pressure, you must have it. So go and buy it. Walk into any pharmacy, tell them to give you a blood pressure machine. You must have it if you're having blood pressure crisis. Now, I don't have enough time to give more details on this video, but make sure that you subscribe, follow me on TikTok, and as I release more videos, you will get it. This video is in a playlist. Look at the playlist and watch other videos there. And I've created a herb that is growing my hair. If you're having hair loss, inbox me. I'll give you the recipe, but not for free. If you're asking me for health, it's not for free. Oh. If you're coming to ask me any question, which herb is not for free, I bill before I tell you anything.